Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 6 of English 122. It's hard to believe that we're already in week 6, but we are. And so I'm looking forward to reading all of your Module 5 drafts. And I wanted to make another video for this week's announcement because it seems like a lot of you appreciated the video, and so here's another video announcement. This week we are focusing on thesis statements. And thesis statements are actually some of my favorite elements of the essay to talk about because it really is the foundation and is the anchor of the rest of your essay, regardless of what your essay is about. If it's persuasive, if it's a research paper, or if it's a critical analysis, like what you're writing. I do want to bring your attention to the activity in Module 6. I'm sorry, I'm just looking over at what that number is. It's activity that you really start to identify your thesis. And so as you begin to think about your thesis statement, you're actually going to be submitting a statement. And what that means is that is the milestone 1. And so you're going to be looking at the article's theme, and your thesis statement is actually going to include the theme and also what you're going to be doing in the rest of the essay. So you can state that the article's theme is blank, and a strong thesis statement will say what you're planning on doing. And I'm actually going to post some do's and don'ts of what good thesis statements are. So we'll be looking about on that in the announcement page. But for the most part, you're going to be working on your thesis statement. That's the first big chunk of Module 6. Now, for the rest of Module 6, you're also going to be working on a reverse outline, which is a unique tool. It's a revision tool that you use after you write the first draft. So as you take a look at the first draft, you're going to be looking at the chunks. So by chunks, I mean paragraphs or the different sections of your draft, and really begin to work backwards and reverse and looking at those parts, naming those parts, and develop a reverse outline. So a reverse outline should be a reflection of the draft that you already wrote, and then really have a reflection of what parts are in that draft. There's a lot of purposes of reverse outline. You can look at some of the Module 6 readings on that. But one of the things I like about reverse outline is because you already have a draft, you already have a rough idea of what you're writing in a prose format. And so then you're taking a look at really the backbone of your essay and the nuts and bolts of what the essay's parts are. And so by doing a reverse outline, you can really see what those parts are, even if you didn't know what those parts are or what the gaps were when you were originally writing the draft. So those are the two big things you're doing in Module 6. The thesis statement, which I'm really looking forward to reading, that you're going to incorporate in your final submission of the critical analysis. It's hard to believe. And then also the reverse outline. One other thing I wanted to say before I go is that you should really focus on talking about the article as separate from your own, how do I say this? The article should not be your argument. So for instance, a lot of you may disagree or agree with the article, and it's not about whether or not you believe in every single thing the author is saying. That isn't your thesis statement. Your thesis statement isn't the author's argument. You aren't becoming the author of the article. You're critiquing the article. And so as much as you can say, the article says this, the theme in the article is this, the tone is this, the structure is this, starting out your sentences with the article's theme is blank really helps you become separate from the article. You are not the article. So I don't know if that helps or not, but your thesis statement shouldn't be the author's argument. It shouldn't be like you're suddenly the twin of the author and you're talking like the author does. No, you're a reviewer of the article. And so as much as you can kind of have a one-step remove, not neutral, but give your interpretation of it, talk about the article, and or the text, you're doing a textual analysis. So I just want to say that as you move into the thesis statement, because sometimes people get confused about whether or not they have to be the author of the article. No, that's not your purpose for a critical analysis. So I hope that helps. But again, this week you're going to be working on the thesis statement as well as a reverse outline. As for your drafts, I look forward to reading them throughout this week, and I'll have them by Sunday with all of my feedback as we move to the final parts of this class. which is really a final essay submission. And so I can't believe we're there, but we are over halfway through now, and I look forward to walking you through the revision and the editing process as we move forward. Have a great day.